Hey there, guys. Hello. Thanks for coming in, guys. Happy Friday. Hello. Thanks for coming in. Hello, replay viewers, and hello, catch viewers as well. We are embroidering again today. We're going to try and finish up or get as close as we can with block number 7, right? I'm losing track now. This is block number 7. Hello. Thanks for joining in, guys. I'll flip you around in a sec here. Excuse me. Hello, thanks for coming in. Hey there, guys. Hello. How are y'all doing tonight? We are going to embroider. It's kind of hard to see because it's the same color, but we are going to finish this little bear up here, the little eyes, and then we're going to start stitching in all these blocks. These blocks are this is one of the blocks from the Splendid Sampler quilt along, and we're continuing that today. And all these blocks that I kind of have drawn in here are other blocks from the Splendid Sampler that we're going to just kind of add to this piece. And it's going to be super fun. If you guys want to know more about the Splendid Sampler, it's thesplendidsampler.com. It's a mystery quilt along. New blocks are released every Thursday and Sunday, and it's 100 blocks in all. And we just finished block 8 yesterday, so we're going back to finishing block 7, and we have block 4 here as well with embroidery, and I'm hoping to get all those embroidered real soon here. If you guys are new here, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we create lovely and quirky hand embroidery patterns and kits. I'm the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery and a fabric designer as well, and I'm here every night at 9:30 p.m. Central, even on weekends, so I'll be here tomorrow and Sunday as well. I'm hoping tomorrow we'll be able to take off this Fabricelli. So I'll get the water out and you can see how this will dissolve off, and we'll finish up this block. I might actually, even if we don't finish embroidering it tonight, I might actually finish embroidering it tomorrow, so just so we can do the Fabricelli, getting that stabilizer melted off in the water before we get a new block on Sunday already. So, alright guys, let's flip you around and get started. Let me know what you're working on tonight. I'd love to hear. Flip. There we go. Okay. I'm using a different phone tonight, so hopefully it works okay. And we're not focusing in all the time. We'll see. So here's block number 4. This is the one that we have to finish yet. Oh, eating popcorn, that sounds so good. I haven't had popcorn in a while. So we want to do a few more branches here, and then this guy will be done after that. We just gotta put in a few more of these little purple guys. Oh, knitting and sewing. Oh, you're sewing hard. And this one still has the Fabricelli on. This is, oh, I forgot to bring that out again. I'll have to bring it out tomorrow when we dissolve it, the packaging for the Fabricelli. But I loved using this. It's by Sulky. So it's Sulky Sticky Fabricelli. You can print right to it. So I didn't trace this design at all. Oh, you got something cool. I just literally printed it from my computer, the whole design. So the whole transfer process takes like 30 seconds. No tracing, no nothing. It's amazing. I love it. And then it sticks on like a sticker, and then it dissolves in water. So we're stitching right through it with like a light blue. And unfortunately, it's kind of hard to see what it looks like because it's almost the color of the Fabricelli. But I think this will really pop once we dissolve it. And that'll be like the big fun reveal. So I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. So I'm going to stitch the bear and the eyes tonight. And then I'm hoping to get as far as I can here. And then I'll probably do the rest on my own so we can get this off tomorrow. Sucky's come up with sulk y'all. Sulk y'all on autocorrect. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, it is, it's kind of my favorite product for embroidery right now. Just because you know, the big thing with embroidery that gets everyone, I think, not everyone, but, you know, they catches people off guard and kind of makes them shy away from embroidery, I think, is the transfer process, because otherwise you'd have to kind of trace it or put like a piece of carbon paper down and still trace the design. And there's nothing really great for transferring. And that's until I found like this Fabricelli But yeah, so you can just print right on it. It really is kind of saves all that pain of the transfer process. Ideally, I would have this on a hoop that's a little bit bigger, but my block isn't that big. So we're just doing it this way. It would probably be stable enough for me to not use a hoop, but I like using a hoop. All right, these are for this guy here. Let's get some more floss going. So I'm stitching with 2 strands of floss. Typically I use 3 strands. The floss comes with 6 strands. It's the typical embroidery floss is 6 strand embroidery floss. And I usually just split it in half and use 3, but the directions for this design recommended 2, so that's why I'm using just 2. And actually it recommended using only 1 strand for the nose of this bear, so I might switch to 1 strand after a little while. I'm just separating my threads here. I'm pulling two threads out and then letting the rest kind of in a dangle. All right, there we go. So here are 2 strands. Yeah, I'm excited to get this guy done though. I wanna see what it looks like without the Fabrisolvi on it. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna start with an away knot, and that's usually how I start all my threads. An away knot, if you've been here before, I've talked about it all the time. So it's actually a knot that you're starting away from where you actually want to start embroidering. So I think I'm going to do his little eyeballs here first. And the away knot allows you to weave in your ends so you don't have any knots on the back, and I'll show you what I mean in a little bit here. But to start out, you tie a knot in one of the ends, and you pull from the front to the back. There. So I have my knot just hanging out here. And we'll take care of that a little bit later. I don't know how well we're doing on focusing here tonight. Focus, camera. What if I tap? I don't know. Hopefully it'll figure itself out in a little bit here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna just start on the eye. So we'll do a little French knot for the eyeball. So I'm gonna wrap my floss around twice for the French knot. And I'll be doing a little embroidery lesson soon here. I'm one of the designers for the Splendid Sampler, and I'm gonna just I don't want to do a jump that big, so I'm gonna tuck in to one of the back stitches, so my jump is a lot smaller from eyeball to eyeball. But my block's coming up on March 20th, which is so soon. I'm kind of excited. And we'll stitch my block here on the Splendid Sampler, for the Splendid Sampler on Periscope here. And spoiler, it has embroidery, so I am going to do a little embroidery lesson the day or maybe 2 days beforehand. Is that next Thursday? I don't know. Is it next Thursday? I think, well, this is we just finished block 8, and that was released Thursday. So block 9 will be Sunday. Block 10 will be Thursday. Nope, it's gonna be next Sunday. So not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after. Crazy! It's almost here. I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun. But a lot of people are definitely freaked out about embroidery. This has been kind of the first... There was embroidery in here with the stems, but this is kind of the first all embroidered block, and I think people really were freaking out about it. So I'm going to have a little embroidery lesson, just how to transfer designs and some stitches and all that before my block's released on that Sunday. So maybe that Friday and Saturday we'll do it. Don't forget daylight savings. Oh my goodness, change clocks. Is it this weekend? Like in 2 days? I can never remember that stuff. Okay. Sheesh. Well, it was nice out today, and it sure felt like spring. I opened the windows, and I actually weeded our front yard, our little flowery patch with irises in the front yard today. It felt so nice. It felt like summer. I had such a good afternoon. Just, the Hubs had come home from a meeting, and he brought fancy coffees home. And so I had a fancy coffee and weeded outside. It was fun. So this is just really not focusing well, is it? I wanted to test this out. I'm using... Oh, your irises are coming up through the snow, oh man. I'm using one of my old iPhones. There we go, we have to really get up there. And it just looks like it's having like a really tough time focusing. I might steal the husband's phone on Sunday and give that a test. What I don't want to have happen is, you know, all the Periscope stuff just cutting out like it does on my phone. While I'm doing my block on 2 Sundays from now. So we'll see. Trying to find a working phone in this house for this. P.A. Scholes. Oh, is she in here? I missed coming in. If you're here, hi, Mom. P.A. Scholes is my mom. She's doing the Splendid Sampler too, and I got to see all her blocks, and they're so pretty. Oh, she's here, or was anyway. Oh, funny. I missed it. Oh, you still have 3 feet of snow? Boo! Oh, you saw 3 male bluebirds! Oh, just waiting for houses. Oh, neat. I think my dad's making a bunch of bluebird houses, and he's gonna put them all up. And we barely ever have bluebirds. Like they're really, you know, we're supposed to have a ton of bluebirds, but they're always like just really fleeting. Like we feel lucky when we see them in summer. So to see 3 already, that's pretty awesome. So Mom has this one all embroidered and finished already. I'm hoping to get close tonight. We'll at least have the main area done that was intended to be done, but then I'm gonna go back and add all these little bits in. Oh, the males are out to scout the area. Oh, that's funny. Well, yeah, get those birdhouses up. Don't want them to find somewhere else. I want to see cute bluebirds. I think for all these little quilt blocks that I have drawn in here, I don't think I'm gonna stick to my whole split stitch. I'm like, slip stitch, that's close, but not quite. I've been doing the split stitch for this whole thing. I think I'm gonna throw that out the window for all these and just get these done however seems the easiest. Oh, you have hummingbirds in the garden. That's so cute. I love hummingbirds. My husband's parents live in California, and they always have tons of hummingbirds. All right, there's the first little eyeball. And the second little eyeball. Alright, so those eyeballs are a little funny looking. I just have them kind of close to that line there. So I definitely think I'm going to go in here with, I'll probably put one more little nose here. I think I am going to use the 1 strand of floss like they recommend here. This is just, it's just so thin. It's so funny with the little feet poking out. Yeah, I want to add the little sock lines on there too with the one strand. So since I have all this thread on my needle yet with 2 strands, I think I'm gonna go in and start doing some of the thicker bits. So I think these lines I'll do split stitch still with because it's a little thicker, and then these I'll just go in with the 1 strand of floss, and we'll play around with that for the rest of it too. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start that, even though I don't have this bare all the way done. We'll finish up this 2 strands of floss area, and then switch to the 1 strand. I could almost go 2 rows in here like how we did the thickness of the other ones, but I think maybe we'll just keep it to 1 for now. We'll try and be a little more subtle on these blocks. We won't do it as thick as the outside lines. Then the outside lines can be like the main thing. I think that's the plan. Alright, I am gonna just... you know what, I don't want my jump to be as big again, so I'm gonna just tuck it in here. And here. Okay, let's go this way now. This is block number 5, I think. I was gonna say 3, but the hearts is number 3. This is a fun block. I really like doing this one, I think, by Celine Perkins. Ooh, this one's hard to split. There we go. Okay, let's go over to these hearts in the middle here. So guys, if we don't finish this tonight, I'm thinking we won't. We got that whole border and stuff to go. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and finish it offline, and then tomorrow we'll be able to go and take the Fabricelli off. I think that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so I'm gonna just stitch these little hearts in. It's gonna be a little tough, but I think I can get them with teeny tiny stitches. Oh, hey, Joe. That's my husband's cousin, Joe. Hello, how are you doing? You should be doing some of these, Joe. I don't know. Are you doing any periscoping or anything like that? So I'm just doing these little hearts with these itty bitty stitches. I think this is gonna be fun though when we have the whole thing done, because we'll have some of these blocks from the actual sampler in here. I think it's just kind of funny. All right, there's heart number 1. Hopefully it looks like the blocks when we're done. This one's kind of odd because I mean the shapes, these shapes aren't perfectly square or anything like that. So it's gonna be like this one was a little tough to draw in here, and maybe I shouldn't have picked this middle square for this heart one, but I just thought it was cute, and they're funny and elongated now, which is kind of neat, I think. Yeah, you still get the idea. I think it's actually kind of fun that they're a little goofy and oblong. I'm kind of editing as I go here, because some of the shapes that I just drew these on with pencil, and some of them ended up being really wonky, so I'm trying to eyeball it and make adjustments as I go a little bit, although I don't think I'm gonna be that good at that. Oh, thanks, Thanks, Cora. I appreciate it. I just thought it'd be just like one little fun extra thing we could do with it. Alright, let's get this last little one in. I mean, this one is really wonky. Like, we got, like, where are these butterflies going and stuff was just kind of silly to do. But I think it kind of adds to the charm of this block. This embroidered block. Alright, here's where I'm going to make a little adjustment, I think. I'm going to end the heart, like, right here. Add the little side one. I'm trying to make it like the actual block was. I gotta get that little heart bump in there though yet. I don't know, maybe I should have just followed my lines. Alright, here we go. I think I'll have just enough floss on the needle here to finish this middle one. And then I think I'll go back and do the one-stranders. I think I could just add a couple little M shapes on the top here to get all the tops of these hearts at the same time. I like having the candle on and just embroidering it. It's just makes it a chill evening. Those tiny butterflies, interesting to see that. Yeah, they're so kind of funny because this angle is so weird. So we got this weird one just tucked up in there. I think when I switch to the one strand of floss, I'll add like their little antennas a little bit in there too, just so we know that, hey, that was our butterfly block. How sharp was your pencil? I just use a little like click pencil. I just scribbled it in. I mean, I could have used pen or whatever. The pencil, though, I know for sure won't, bleed when I get it wet. So that's one reason why I just use pencil. I mean, I could have used a water-soluble marker as well. Oh, good night! Thanks so much for coming in again. I appreciate it. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I'm pressing stuff. Okay. Here we go. Let's get these hearts, the bottom of the hearts now. Have a great Friday evening. Night. Alright, we got this little side one here. Oh, they're kind of looking like the little hearts a little bit. They're wonky, but this whole thing's a little wonky, so I think that's good. Here's the last little bit going right up there. Oh, so that's goofy, but I kind of like it. We got this funny fat one in the middle there. All right, I think I still have enough floss. Oops, nope, I just lost it. So maybe I won't do that. I thought I maybe had enough floss for that other big heart, but I think I'm not gonna risk it. We'll start a new one there. So I just trimmed the ends so I could thread it a little bit better. So I'm gonna just weave in this end. Done with that. And then we'll get to the away knot. Oh man, look, I pulled it out again. I bumped it with my finger. Did you finish your vase block? No, I have it out because I think I might finish that tomorrow too, offline. I just wanted to do a couple more, like 3 more of these purple branches. I thought maybe we could do a little bit tonight, but I think we're gonna just keep working on this guy. But it'd be nice to get both of them just done and out of the way. So I thought maybe I'd just do them both offline. We did a lot of the embroidery already, and I don't know. Unless you guys want to see more of it, I'll save it. But I thought we could just finish it up and move on. Oh, good night. Lisa, thanks for coming in. All right, let's... Oh, did you see that? I just snipped off my away knot, and now I threaded it, and I'm gonna weave that in behind too. So that makes me not have any knots on the back, and I have just a really nice clean back then. Good night! So I'm going to switch to one strand of floss now and do those little tiny details. One strand of floss, that's barely anything. So here's our 4 strands that we have left over. So there is an awesome way, though, to get one strand of floss out of your 6-strand embroidery floss. You just pick one of the strands out. So here we go. I have one of the strands right here. I'm gonna just hold it in my 2 fingers here and then just pull and let it all, here you can see, let it all bunch up behind me. Zoop! And it all goes back to normal, and I got my 1 strand. It's like the coolest thing ever. So that's how you can pull 1 strand of embroidery floss out, super duper easy. Actually, a lot of people recommend, you know, if you're gonna stitch with more than 1 strand of floss, like if I wanted to stitch with 2 or 3, that I pull each strand out like this and then put them back together. But I don't know. I don't do it that way. I let it dangle a little bit. But yeah, then it can bunch up and stuff sometimes. Do I ever use pearl cotton? I do. I really like pearl cotton. It has just like a really shiny, shimmery look to it. You can't do as many stitches, so we wouldn't be able to do the split stitch, for example, with pearl cotton floss because it's too tightly wound. It doesn't have like all these strands like 6-strand embroidery floss. So you can't, like, I wouldn't be able to poke through the floss. It would work great for like a back stitch or chain stitch or something like that. But with 6-strand embroidery floss, you can control the thickness of your lines. That's what we're doing here. So I want a thinner line for this bear and some of these other details. So I'm only using 1 strand instead of 2 or 3. And that makes it thinner, a thinner line. I'm going to do my little away knot up here again. Pearl cotton floss, I can't do any of that because it is tightly wound together, the floss. All right, I'm going to just work with a back stitch now. I'm adding this teeny tiny 1-strand little nose. That like nose, the muzzle, that's what it would be called, the little nose circle muzzle to the bear here. It's so little. And then I have to do the little nose yet too. So I'm going to do a French knot with this 1 strand of embroidery floss. I'm not sure I've ever done a French knot with just 1 strand of embroidery floss. I think I'm going to go around 3 times to make it a little more substantial ball. Gonna be super tiny. Yes, you're right, Cora. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, it is tiny. So there's our little 1-strand embroidered little nose on that guy. So all right, I'm gonna. That's it for the 1 strand there. I'm gonna just add a few details to these blocks with the one strand. So these lines on this one I thought could be the 1 strand. So it's just a little thinner than those other lines. I'm gonna just go all the way down. I'm basically doing a back stitch here. Oh, you couldn't even see it on Instagram. Yeah. It's little. Oh, speaking of Instagram, guys, I started a new account last night. And if you guys wanted to follow it, that'd be super duper awesome. It's Embroidery Love, all one word. And I'm just posting cool embroideries and embroidery artists from Instagram that I just, I'm already following tons of them because I just love seeing their work in my feed and all that. But I thought I'd start just reposting some of it all in one place. So it's kind of my curated embroidery area. So it's Embroidery Love, all one word. Oh, it's been so fun. I mean, I've literally, I think this is probably the 24-hour mark of it right now, and it's just been really fun to do so far. Yep, Embroidery Love. I don't know if Instagram is case sensitive. Lots of likes. Oh, there's one I follow, Liz something amazing. Oh, I don't remember. I'm really bad at names. I'm better at Instagram handle names, which is, weird. But yeah, so I just started that last night. I also, earlier today, started Quilty Love, all one word. So Quilty, with a Y, and then Love, to post fun quilt stuff. But I haven't done too much with that one yet. But, it's been so fun because I save all these things anyway, and it's been just so fun to see them all in one place. So that's my new play toy, I guess, that I started last night. But a productive day, yeah. Or the opposite of a productive day, since that's like basically all I dinked around with all day. So I suppose it's how you look at it. If you see that as productive or not. I think it's productive. I think I'd have a hard time convincing other people that it was. But maybe not. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like my own Pinterest board. But yeah, so now whenever I just see a fun thing, I'll just take a screen grab. But yeah, if you get... no, it's productive, funny. If you guys see any embroideries out there that you just think are amazing, I have instructions on there. Just comment on the person's photo with @EmbroideryLove, or if you have something that you want to have featured or something, just do #EmbroideryLove, and I'll look at those every once in a while. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. It's been so fun just posting there. Like I said, that was basically my day-to-day, just kind of posting. I had fun. Well, I'd love to see them, Cora. All right, I'm adding just kind of tiny little antennas I'm still just have this one strand of embroidery floss. I'll go back and do the wings with, what the heck am I doing here? This is, I don't know what kind of triangle mess. Oh, here it is. I better draw that in. I have a little, that's supposed to be an angle there. So I'll go back in and draw these with the 2 strands of embroidery floss, but since I have this one strand going, I'll get the little antennas in. That's what I'm doing. I'm hoping I'll have enough on the needle to do all these antennas and these little sock seams. They're so hard to see, but there are like a couple tiny little dots, like the little sewn seams of socks. The little toes on the socks. Follow Wild Boho. Oh, that sounds super familiar. Her combination of applique and embroidery is awesome. Go, Emily, why don't you, if you could go to one of her photos and just put @EmbroideryLove on there, I'll be able to find it best that way. Okay, perfect. Thanks. Yeah, I totally want to see. All right. I'm trying to figure out what I drew here. Okay, I think I got it now. I think I made a mistake here, and that's throwing me, but I think I got it now. It's right here, and these are the little antennas. Okay. And it does sound familiar though, that username. Get little antennas on this guy. I think these tiny little one-strand bits. I wonder what this is going to look like when we take the stabilizer off. It's just going to be so little and funny. All right, I'm going to just weave it in till I get to those little sock bits. All right. Let's do these little, like, there's just 2 little sock bits. Oh. I think they're gonna be fun once we get the 2 strands in. You know, we're doing pretty good on time. Maybe we will get all these done tonight. That'd be kind of cool. I might just have to do the border. I want to do embroidery watermelons. That'd be kind of fun. I've never embroidered in a watermelon before. That'd be neat to do, like all the little seeds and stuff, I think. All right, let's add one more little toe stitch. These are so funny. So I think now, since I still have some floss on here, I'm gonna, all these little lines, this block right here actually, block number 4, the original block didn't have these leaves in, or the table, so I took them out of here, but here's that block right here. So I'm gonna, with the 1 strand of floss, I'm gonna just put all the little stems in there. And then when I get back to the 2 strands, let's just make a little jump here. When I get back to the 2 strands, I'll do the French knots for the little balls and then the vase. Yes, that's true. The mini block will be done before the big block. Oh, that's bad. That's pretty funny. I did not think of that, but you're absolutely right. Look how fast it goes to stitch this one. I wish that one went this quickly. Alright, so at the end of all these, we'll put little French knots. Well, we have quite a bit of floss on here yet. I'm not sure this looks like the block I was intending it to look like, but I think people will get the idea. They got the thick lines in the middle there, and I think that gives it away. I could maybe fill in stuff, but I don't want to go in and fill in everything either. Man, this guy really is having trouble focusing tonight, though, isn't it? I'm wondering if... Come on, focus. I don't know. Focus. I wonder if it will help to use a newer iPhone. So I'll give the husbands a try tomorrow night and see how that goes. And if that's the case, then I'll be sure to use that one for the scopes. One more one in there, but this phone definitely, compared to my other one, is not getting overheated one bit. Haven't scoped with a new iPhone yet, but I don't think the older ones like it. Yeah, so this is an older one, and it's not overheating, so that's a huge improvement over... Oops, got a little knot in there. I think I pulled it through, though. It's a huge improvement. I think I'm going to go these little lines with the 1 strand of floss, too. It's a big improvement over the Samsung as far as overheating. Like, it's not overheating at all, but yeah, it does look like it's having trouble focusing. It's blurry, but sometimes it's for the 4-fingertip on the lens. What does that mean? The 4-fingertip on the lens. But yeah, so we'll give this a try again with the husbands. Like a smudge? Oh, it looks like a smudge? Oh, I don't want it to look like that. Alright, well, that's not happening, so we'll definitely not use this phone again. But thanks for letting me experiment, guys. I do appreciate it. Well, now it's in focus. So weird. But I suppose my other phone isn't in focus all the time either, but I think it is a lot more than this one. We'll give the other one a try. If it goes in and out of focus. Yeah, okay, so we won't use this again. Thanks for letting me experiment. I will try the husband's phone, and if that one works, I don't know, maybe I will end up getting just like getting a new iPhone that doesn't have any of the features, like none of the phone stuff, or I don't even know if you can do that. I don't know if there's a way to get those cheaper or not. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, boo for Samsung. I'm not happy with that because I love it for everything else. I so love my phone so much compared to when I had the iPhone. Oh yeah, maybe an iPod Touch. Can you run apps and stuff? I don't even know. Can you run like Periscope on an iPod Touch? I have no idea at all. But yeah, there's so many wonderful features about my Samsung Galaxy, just how you can type things and load things up and stuff. But yeah, it just doesn't like this part of it. All right, well maybe I'll go to the Apple store when I get out of the house again and just we have one by us. Just find out more information. Dumb Periscope. Is there a point to the hearts? Not really. I don't think so. You know, maybe it's just like another metric. It might be something that Periscope uses later, or I don't know, for data or something. It's just it lets the viewer or the ooh, wow, this is acting all weird. My one strand of embroidery floss just totally frayed. But it helps let the broadcaster know that you like what they're doing and stuff. It's just nice. It's a vanity metric, I think. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. My one strand just completely frayed. Wow, so that's a thing with yeah, I mean, it does help, like, if you're looking at new people and, you know, if it doesn't show that they've done any scopes, like if there's a 0 next to the scopes, so that means they haven't done one within the past 24 hours, and I'm having trouble with this. And if they don't have a lot of hearts, then you can probably assume that they have never scoped before, or that they don't scope very often, so... but when you see people that have lots of recent scopes and, you know, lots of hearts and stuff, then you might think, oh, well, maybe this is someone interesting that I want to follow. So there's that. But other than that, I don't really think it has anything to do. But I sure appreciate them. Thanks, red and green hearts. That's nice. But no, I don't think they mean anything. At least right now, like I said, who knows, Periscope might do something with it at some point. I don't know. Or Twitter, or I don't know. I'm sure it's recorded somewhere, so they'll probably use it at some point. Next time I'm in here, oh, you're gonna try and beat Chorus 2000 out. Oh, you guys are awesome. All right, let's get, how are we doing on time? All right, I think... Why don't I just keep going? I'm gonna go in and try and do a few more minutes of these little bits. Maybe I can finish this whole center area. Okay, I have 3 strands here, so I'm gonna just pull that one out super fast, same way I did, and now I'm left with my 2 strands, which I'm gonna use again for the rest of this. But yeah, let's just at least try and finish this middle. I will do this outside tonight really quick on my own. Unless you guys want to hang out with me here, maybe I'll just stay on. This phone seems to be handling it just fine, so maybe I'll just finish this up right now and... Oh, except oh wait, no. Yeah, so maybe I'll just finish it online here. We'll just have a little longer scope than usual. But you're welcome to go to bed too. Alright, here's my little away knot. Let's start with this little guy. At first I thought, oh, maybe I'll fill him in, but I think I'm not going to fill any of these in. I'm going to just leave them all kind of a little more open and airy, just so all our focus doesn't go to them. I kind of like these as a little afterthought. I'm quilting, so I feel accompanied by you. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's what I so like about all of this is that we can just hang out and do our crafting together. Like, sometimes I'll just have scopes on during the day and, you know, I'll just be doing my work and watching people do calligraphy or something, you know? It's just kind of interesting. Or I'll just be stitching and someone else is quilting or talking about quilting. It's fun. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do for that, just outline it. But let's do some of these French knots in here. Alright. It's hard to do French knots with without a surface to lay your thing on. Like, it's hard for me. I wouldn't be able to just hold this and do the French knots. Like, I need both hands to do it, so I gotta set my piece down and pick it back up. Three hands would be good for French knots. These little dots are cute on here, though. Alright. So here's what it's looking like so far. Oh, there we're in focus. three little guys. Let's do the rest. I can't wait to see this without the Fabrisolvi on. I want to see what this light color looks like on the blue. So tomorrow, that's what we're going to do tomorrow for sure. I will get some bowls of water out here, and we will take off this Fabrisolvi. And I might also finish... well, that's what we can do. We can take the Fabrisolvi off of here, and then we can work on this guy. That's what we'll do tomorrow. So we'll do some embroidery, but we'll start by taking the Fabrisolvi off of here. That won't take that long. We'll have time for embroidery still. Three more. Let's do this one way down here. He's kind of hiding. Oh my gosh, I love this block, teeny tiny. It's so funny. Actually, I like the block anyway, but it's just so funny, little. Oh, it's so silly, especially with these just one strand of floss and two strands of floss. I mean, I rarely use that little floss. So it's oops, I lost my knot there. It's just kind of been a fun learning process. I mean, that's why I'm kind of totally loving the Splendid Sampler is, you know, I'm just forcing myself to not do it how I normally would, you know? You know, with these thicks and thin lines, I've never done that before. That was kind of fun. I'm excited to see how that turns out. And, you know, the one strand of floss for these teeny tiny details. Ah, look at that block. He is so funny, that block with all those French knots. That's just so silly. Okay, I'm going to... Let's see, what should I do next? I guess I ended up here, so why don't I go up and do this heart? Ooh, there's my floss for this guy hanging out here. I know, it's so tiny. Like, here, I'll show you, you know, it's kind of misleading while I'm doing this. Like, when I'm working on the blocks here, they don't always, oh man, I got a knot. They don't always look as small as they really are, but, like, I'm pretty sure that guy was smaller than my fingernail, but we'll see. Alright, I got one of these little loop knots. I'm trying to, there we go. Pop out. Trying to get to the top here. Alright, I'm gonna just let that dangle a little and unwind itself. But like, look, so it's as big as my thumbnail, and I have the smallest fingers in the whole world. Alright, let's do this guy. I'm gonna just go around him with just a back stitch instead of the split stitch, because then he'll be a little more accurate. I know, me neither. I need this Parasol to be gone. I want to see what this little guy looks like. Yeah, so that's the plan. We will definitely do that tomorrow night. For sure. That will be the event of Saturday. Or something, I don't know. For me, that'll be the event of Saturday. Actually, I'll probably be on Instagram all day tomorrow, just like obsessing over those new accounts. Like a crazy person. Oh god. I'm gonna have to figure out how to handle that. Because I won't get any other work done. I actually already had to handle it a little bit. I had to turn off all my notifications for it, except for like comments and stuff, so I can comment. But like I had to turn off the notifications for likes because I just kept looking at my phone all day long, and I'm like, I cannot just look at my phone all day long like this. I have to do actual things. Oh, I like the little heart. See, okay, so now here you can kind of see, here's the difference between the back stitch and the split stitch. So look at how the split stitch kind of looks like one mass, and here's the back stitch, so it looks like a bunch of tiny little beads almost. So there you go, the different feel to both stitches. And neither is right or wrong, it's just how you want something to look. Alright, let's jump to here, and then we'll jump to down here. And then that's it! Then all we have to do is the border. I think I'm going to actually take the, I think I'm going to take this out of the hoop for the border and just do the quick little, you know, running stitch around the whole thing. I think I'm going to do that outside of the hoop, because we're kind of tucked into the hoop here. I think the Fabricelli should be able to hold it enough for me. Now here's that funny big heart that we've totally expanded. Oh, so now here's the issue. This phone just gave me the 20% warning, so we haven't had that issue with my other phone, but we are with this one. So I don't know, low on battery. We'll see how that goes. I think we'll probably just get this done. So I probably will end up doing this border myself then. Let's go one more little straight bit there. I'm going to do 2 stitches for this. Battery sadness, yeah. I don't have any, unfortunately, I'm not all that close to a outlet either, which actually is really difficult when I have to use the sewing machine and the iron here for all the blocks. I have to have like an extension cord and all this crazy to get power. I think we are gonna I don't think we're gonna have enough floss for these butterflies. We'll give it a go though. Let's jump across here. I might have to start all new floss for the butterflies. Oh, I do have this 1 strand of floss. I could double up the 1 strand of floss to make the 2 strands. I'm gonna hopefully get all of them in here though. We'll see, we'll give it a try. Tiny butterflies. I think we're barely gonna be able to see these little antennae in here. So close, I know. You know, maybe I will pop back in with, I don't want to be blowing up anyone's phone, though, if they have a notification on and it's this late, so I don't know. I was thinking maybe I'd pop back in. Speed embroidery, I know. I might actually do the next one a little different. I might just crisscross them, although I kind of like how this is looking, so we'll just keep going. Let's get this awkward butterfly done, tucked in here. That's what Do Not Disturb is for. I suppose you're right, Cora. So maybe I will just come back in here quick, and if we get conked out for any reason. We might not, but if we do, I think I will, I'll just jump back on my normal phone and we'll finish this up because we're almost there. We might as well just do it, right? You don't hear anything after midnight. Alright, we got this big one here. Let's do that guy. You know, oh gosh, I think we're gonna just be on the cusp of not enough floss. Sad. What's your new Instagram account? It's Embroidery Love, all one word. And then I also started one called Quilty, like Quilty, Love, all one word, for quilt stuff. But then I haven't done much with that one yet, but the Embroidery Love, I started doing a bunch of posting on it today, and it's just been super fun. It's just kind of all these things I'm super inspired. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Thanks, Cora. Just all my embroideries that I love looking at in my feed, you know, and now I'm just actively, you know, taking photos of them and reposting them. Kind of just like a curated embroidery space. Oh my god, I'm so not gonna have enough for this last little butterfly. Sad! Ah! Let's see, let's just jump in there. I really don't think I'm gonna make it. You know what? I don't think I am. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try. We're gonna force this out of here. I really don't have a... My floss is pretty short, though. I don't know. I think we're gonna have to do a whole new thread. But, you know, which is okay because we have to do it for... yeah, this isn't gonna happen. We need it for the background anyway. So that's my last stitch there. We're gonna weave it in. 4 stitches too shy, people. Usually I'm pretty good at getting just the right amount. But not tonight. Alright, let's trim that. I know, so sad. Here we go. What's the background? Oh, this border. I didn't mean background, I meant the border. So I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I have that little one strand of floss left over that I could double up for the 2, but that's not gonna be enough for the whole border. So I think I'm gonna have to get a whole new thing of floss out. So that's a bummer. But oh well. That's how it goes. Okay, that's woven in. You know, and I kind of don't want to make that jump either. You know what? I am going to use this one strand of floss for... I'm going to double it up for the 2. And actually, here is the end. Just because I don't want to do a jump from here to here. I saw a sister like that at the manicure section today. Really? With the stork and everything on it? That's kind of odd. I've never seen that before. It must just be, you know, I mean, embroidery is more popular. Oh, for funny. So it's just, it must be, it's trending out of the embroidery world. That's just, that's so weird. That's just really interesting. Oh, that's kind of fascinating. I'm gonna have to look for that. That is so funny. Alright, so, see, we literally have like, 5 more stitches and just poor little butterfly, and then we'll take it out of the hoop and I'll get new floss and we'll just quickly do this border. I don't think that's going to take long at all. It's going to just be a little running stitch, and the stitches look pretty big too. But we'll finish her up tonight. I like how all these butterflies are all wonky in different sizes. They're just so funny. There we go. So weird! Okay, good night. Thanks for coming in. I gotta see if I can pronounce your name right again. Let me just... Oh. Whoops. Alright, are we still there? I thought I counted out here for a sec. I go every Monday where elder people embroidery. Oh, that's so interesting. How's that? How, it's neat that they're doing that and everything still. Yeah, that's awesome. I'd love to hear more about that, actually. That's really, really cool. Alright, get out of here. Let's do this away knot quick, and then we will take it out of the hoop. Oh man, I wish we were doing... Oh, you give the materials. Oh, that's super duper nice. And helped in the trace. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's awesome. That's just really, really, really neat that you do that. And they teach you. Yeah, I'm sure they're like, some of them have got to be like total pros. Alright, here we go. Let's take her out of the hoop. We all are at 10% battery now. Let's see if we can do this before the battery dies. I think I might... I'm still going to use 2 strands. Uh-oh, skipping, oh no! Well, if we skip, then, you know, that's it. Oh, hello, Vanessa. I'm still here, I just have to split my floss into... I'm going to just do it off screen here, hopefully a little better. Hello, LaShonda. Thanks for coming in. Finishing up, and I only have 10% battery, so I'm hoping to stay alive. Alright, friends, let's try and do this fast. But if we do get cut out, thanks guys for being here again. We will finish this up, and we will take off the Faber-Sylvie tomorrow. So I'm going to just do a knot in the back this time. I'm not going to do the away knot, just because when I'm doing it without a hoop, it kind of gets in the way. Oh, his phone is spazzing out. Oh no. Well, we almost made it, guys. I think we'll just call it a night then. I'll go until this cuts out. How about that? I'm going to start with these cute little cross stitches. We have probably 5% battery coming up. I don't know if you guys can still see, but I am going to just keep going here till the phone dies. Oh, this was the Faber-Sylvie part. We're going to do that tomorrow. So we will for sure do it tomorrow, LaShonda. And if not, well, if you miss it, then I'll have it at Catch. So catch.me/penguinandfish. It'll be there. Alright, just doing these little X's. But yeah, so for sure tomorrow night. Oh, I don't want knots while I'm trying to go fast. That's usually when knots happen, right? There we go. It's getting skippy eep. Yeah, I'm moving kind of fast too, and it doesn't like when I do that. So it'll take me a little bit of time to go around this border, but we'll just finish it up tonight. no matter what. Oh, thanks so much, LaShonda. I'm excited to see what it looks like without the Fabricelli. So it's gonna be like a big reveal tomorrow. I'm super duper excited. It's tough because the color almost blends in, so it's hard to tell what it really is gonna look like. All right. This actually would have been a lot easier with a hoop. You know what? I'm going to try something. I'm going to just weave in and out and then pull it and see what happens. Since it's just kind of like a running stitch. We'll just have to kind of even out my fabric a little bit. All right, let's give that a try. Oh, look at my mess here. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna have to buy your kitty quilt pattern. Oh, yeah, that's a fun one to do with the giant kitty cat on there. That's one of my favorite ones. Yeah, I had a whole cat fabric collection a few collections ago, and that kind of went with that. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. That's nice. Yeah, you can do a search for, it's called Here Kitty Kitty. And you can do a search for Alyssa Thomas and Penguin and Fish, and Clothworks is the manufacturer, Clothworks, and then Here Kitty Kitty, and I think some of it exists out there yet. It's tough because all that stuff just is around for like a couple months, and then you know, they don't make any more of it. Oh, thanks. All right, we got one side done, so we'll just keep going around the rest. I like this way of doing it, this little kind of running stitch back and forth. You're sweet. But yeah, so tomorrow night we will take the Fabricelli off, and then I'll continue on the embroidery for block number 4. Hopefully we'll get that done or closer as well. I want to get both of these done on Saturday because I'd like to... There's like a little challenge on the Facebook page. Or no, not on the Facebook page, on the website. So thesplendidsampler.com. There's a little challenge to post your first 7 blocks. So I want to get my first 7 blocks done. So I want to get this guy and block number 4 here done tomorrow. So that's the plan. So even if I don't finish this block 4, all those little ferns, I might just finish that anyway. All right. I have S-piles to make. I don't know what that is. There's definitely still time to start. Oh, let's see. No, this one. Oh, you're saving the blocks. That's cool. Yeah, you should totally make it. Well, I have all my blocks at Catch, so you guys can always watch them. Oh, you tagged me in a fabric giveaway. I'll have. Oh, you can take Cora in a fabric giveaway. I'll have to. Is it for that? Is it for the 7 blocks thing? My mom sent me a photo of her 7 as well. So I'm gonna edit it and just to take out the floor and post it for her tomorrow. I'm hoping we get this done yet before we get cut out. I want to make sure that I'm not pulling these too tight. Oh yeah, so I'll show them all tomorrow too. How about that? I had them laid out a couple days ago, but maybe I'll do it tomorrow because I'll need to take a photo of them all anyway. But yeah, they'll be done then too. At least this one will. This one will have the Fabricelli off, and we'll get it to see what it looks like for real, which will be nice. Okay, last little bit. Can we make it? I haven't got a 5% warning yet, so I'm thinking that's probably coming up soon. Okay, couple more stitches. Yeah, it's funny though, because this phone isn't even warm at all, you know? So I guess it's a battery suck on the iPhones, it looks like, but the iPhones aren't getting overheated. Whereas my battery's perfectly fine. Like if I start on my Samsung, if I start at 100%, it'll go down to maybe 60% by the time I'm done. This one's obviously gone from 0 or from 100 to, 5%. Last stitch, I just gotta weave it in. Yeah, so this is a 4, I'm on a 4C, one of those colorful ones. So this is a 4, so I think it's like, oh no, a 5C. Or what? I don't remember what it is. It's those colorful ones. So it would need to be a newer one than this one because this is the one that's still having trouble. 5C. Okay, yeah. So this is a 5C. So I would need something more up to date than the 5C. But if I can get just an iPod, like a new iPod. Where I just have apps, I don't have any phone capabilities on that. Maybe that would be the way to go. Just get one of those and have as my Periscope guy. Okay, here we are, guys. We finished it. All right, there we are. All the embroidery. So tomorrow night, guys, we will finish that up. Here, I'm gonna flip you guys around yet, and hopefully it'll work. And just to show you how small this is. There we go. Yeah, and on the iPhone, I'm like so close to you guys too. But here we are. So this is the size of it. Look how teeny tiny. So here we are. All the little butterflies and stuff. Just so cute. And the cute little X's there. All right, so tomorrow we will get all the water out and we will dissolve this. And after we're done dissolving it, we will finish up this guy. And this guy's pretty small too, but yeah, look at the size of, this is how big they are. These tiny little butterflies. These little French knots are just so funny. Okay, guys, so I will see you tomorrow night. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and sticking with me beyond our usual point. We got it done. I'm so excited. I didn't think we would get that far, but I'm really happy. So thanks so much, guys. You guys are all the best. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me here tonight. And I'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, 9:30 p.m. Central. So good night. Thanks again, guys. I don't know how to turn off the iPhone. It's different. Slide up, slide down. Oh, there we go. All right. Good night, guys.